I have a story. What's going on, guys? Playing Fortnite. It's gonna be really fun. You're not here for the gameplay, by the way, because you're here because of the clickbaity thumbnail that I'm gonna come up with, because I have
crippling depression.
And it's a really funny story, at least to me, but it's probably not funny. It's probably really weird to everyone else. That's okay, because the word in the title will be like, whoa, no way, but OMG gone sexual prank gone wrong. So, you know, that's my intro, because... Sorry, I was just like running around in my house and I like sat down and I didn't like catch my breath. We're back. I'm out of shape. Let's do this. I'm ready. If I win, I win, and if I don't, I probably won't, and I won't, and it's okay. Okay, so the title of the video is going to be something along the lines of my mom accused me of doing drugs, or doing meth, or you know, something, just something. It's going to be like that. I haven't figured out the perfect clickbait yet. But people are going to be like, oh man, that's stupid. You know, your mom didn't do that. You know, you're just over. I'm not fucking kidding. This is a true story. Excuse me, I'm trying to commentate, dick. This is a 100% true story, absolutely no fabrication. Now, I know that I'm always sarcastic, and that sounded sarcastic. I'm dead fucking serious. And there's no other way that I can say that I'm serious. Obviously, you just gotta take my word for it. This isn't a meme. Kinda wish it was. It's not, though. You're dead. Yeah, this is serious. Like, or not serious. I don't care anymore. It's what shit happened. It's over now. But this story is a true story. So, back when I was okay, so let's just give you a little backstory as to how I acted as a 9th grader in high school. Now, throughout my entire high school career, or throughout my entire schooling career, I was the young one. Hi. No, don't. Okay, if he like turned on me and one-tapped me, I would have been really fucking angry. I've always been the young kid. Like in my freshman year of high school, I started at 12. I was that 12-year-old kid in high school. So, you know, I was always the young one, and I never did anything. Like, I barely even went outside during my entire high school year. Or entire high school career. Professional speaker. But yeah, so like, you know, I didn't really ever like do stuff. You know, like video games, I'm shamelessly saying this, but video games have pretty much consumed my life ever since I was in like the 7th grade. Because that's around when Black Ops 2 came out. That was my shit. I don't know if anyone knows about that. That game's pretty great. So yeah, no, so like I never did anything. Like, you know, I was never out like smoking weed, doing drugs, fucking chicks, you know. I wasn't doing any of that. I don't know many high schoolers that did do that, but like, you know, maybe there are a few. Basically, what the point I'm trying to get across is that my parents had no reason to worry about... What the fuck did I just... No. My parents basically had no reason to worry about anything that I was doing. Because I always told them where I was going. If I wasn't going to be fucking wrecked. If I wasn't going to, like, be home at a certain time, I would always tell them that I'd be like, hey, not going to be home until blank. You know, don't worry about it, you know? That's how I was. And so they had no reason to really worry, and my dad never did, and my mom is just a fuck you, where are you? Go away. Who's she? Excuse me? What the? God, is that you? Why is my... What the fuck is... What? Guys?
Nope.
Okay. What? Okay, so many things are confusing me right now. This is kind of my favorite thing I've ever seen on this game. Where the fuck is this dude? Hey, asshole. Why am I just running around with a floating hat? What is... Guys, I'm really confused. Oh, hey, there you are. You dick. I see you. At least I know where your ass is. Peek it one more time. Shit. Okay, you're really getting on my nerves now. Yeah. Okay, this little hat is kind of hilarious. I kind of love this. No! No! Okay. Not the plan, not the plan. Okay, so yeah, like I was the quiet kid. I never like did anything wrong, you know. I was just kind of chill and stuff. So like my parents had no reason to think I was ever gonna do anything wrong, right? So that's where we're at in the story, right? I want to kill this guy before. Where the fuck are you, meanie? Are you still up here? No way, you're still sitting up here, right? Where the? Hey, asshole! I'm kind of trying to tell my story, and you're being distracting, and I don't appreciate it. What is this hat thing running around on my head? I don't... Where is he? Where'd he go? He's not scared of me, right? Like, I'm kind of... Oh, fucking Christ, now what? Where? You know what? You have fun, man. I'm just gonna fuck off. I'm just gonna leave. You know, you're not worth the fucking. You're not worth the time. Okay, so basically, so here. The reason why I wanted to tell this story isn't to like bash on the people involved. Okay, there you are, asshole. Fuck me. Like I said, you're not here for the gameplay. Yeah, I did it! Go trap. Ah, PogChamp. Okay, so basically, okay, so I was in high school. I was a freshman. I was 12. I was the skinny twig little white boy that never did anything wrong and always was very, you know what I mean, right? You know those people, right? So I got home and it was Friday, and I was like, yeah, it's Friday. So I had these friends. If you guys have tuned into streams and ever heard me talking to, like, you guys have ever like tuned into streams and I've been talking to, like, you know, people named either Mozzie or Westy or Pritt. Those guys, they kind of tune in once in a while. Those are like some of my closest friends from my playing console days. We would play all the time together, and we all had no lives together, and it was fantastic. It was before life hit us, you know. We were all really close for being an online friendship. Oh, and Nitrous, of course. I can't forget Nitrous. But yeah, so we were all really, really good friends. You know, we all played a lot and stuff. So I was playing with them. It was a normal Friday night. You know. Oh, keep in mind, I had other friends besides these guys. I just didn't spend as much time with them because outside is gross. But yeah, so we were all really, yeah, basically. So I was playing with them, and now let's see, we were playing Grand Theft Auto 5 as your 12-year-olds do, and we were having a dandy old time. You know, it was me and my friends. Who was it? It was me and Nitrous and Hyper Invisible and my friend Rory and my friend Jeffrey, who you guys have probably seen come into streams before. He's been in before. I don't know how many people are watching this. He's been there before a couple times. He's really cool. And so, yeah, we were all chilling. There's probably some more people there. I don't. Oh, and Anthony. You guys know Anthony probably by now. He's been in a couple streams too. None of them have been in videos because I don't really make videos. It's the first video I've made in a really long time. And I'm planning on actually uploading this one because I have like 3 hours of recorded footage just of Fortnite alone that I haven't put together or edited or done anything with because I just really like to waste my time. So I record videos and then don't upload them. Like, so yeah, we were all playing Grand Theft Auto, and I'm going on tangents, but it's okay. Don't worry about it. Oh, fucking titty milk. Where is that at? Oh, shit. Donde Estan? Oh, hey, what's up, slut? You ready to fucking die, mate? What was that noise? I'm sorry I did that. We were all playing Grand Theft Auto. We were chilling. We were having a good time. And so, my mom... So, I usually... In my freshman year, I only had 6 classes. My school ended at around 2:15. I either usually walked the mile home, or I took the bus. Now, the bus didn't ever end up getting to my bus stop. It was right outside of my school. It never ended up getting there until like 2:45 to 3-ish because, you know, just fuck us. So I'd just sit at the bus stop for like half an hour, and if I had homework, I'd do homework, and if I didn't, I'd just sit there, listen to music, and just cry. And so I was sitting there. So I got on the bus and I got home and I walked the way home off the bus stop, right? And so I turned on my PlayStation. I got in my room. I got my chair and I was like ready to go. And oh, I was gonna say why I did this assignment. So basically, backtracking like 5 minutes ago. I know this is all over the place, but the reason I'm doing this, I'm telling you guys about this now specifically, is because I have an assignment in my English class to write a narrative about like a moment that changed you or some stupid shit. I don't know. I don't give a fuck. But it's like a moment that changed you, and it was like nothing's ever happened to me that's particularly changed me. I've kind of been a sarcastic emotionless asshole for like a solid majority of my life. So I was just kind of like, fuck it, I'll just pick the one where my mom accused me of doing meth, and then that's where we are. So basically, that's why this video's even being made. You know, I wouldn't like think of this as a story. But if you guys want more crazy mom stories, I have plenty. So leave a like if you want to hear more about these. But yeah, so I got home and I turned on my PlayStation, and I'd eaten lunch that day, so I wasn't like starving myself. But usually when I grinded on my PlayStation with my friends, I would straight skip dinner sometimes. Not even kidding. We would just play so much that I wouldn't even think about dinner. It's not like that I was consciously skipping it. It was just... We've all had those days where you're just so into your game that you don't even give a fuck about dinner. You're like, what's food? I don't care about that. So, you know, I get home at give or take 3:30, right? Now, my mom worked late that night. Well, not late. She usually got home at 5, and then she got home at 6 that night. But, so she got home, and she's like, hey, you know, hey, Ryan, you know, are you hungry? And I'm like, nah, I'm good. Thanks, though. And I was doing this weird thing. I don't even know how to describe it, really. Like, I was doing this weird thing with my jaw where I would, like, move it abruptly to the left or to the right. Just a really quick movement. It's like I was trying to crack my jaw, but I wasn't really cracking my jaw, but I was trying to crack my jaw. So, you know, I don't know why, or I know now why, but I didn't. Oh, fuck you. Out of my fucking lobby, you twat. So at the time, I didn't. Oh my god, another one. No! What? Why'd you go that way? Why'd you build up? So at the time, I didn't understand why. Okay, let me like articulate this in my head for a second. We'll be right back. And we're back, because I already understand what I was trying to say. So, basically, I was cracking my jaw, and it was apparently... Now, I didn't learn this till afterwards, and I'll tell you in a second. So, I was cracking my jaw, and my mom walked into my room, and she's like, hey, Ryan, what's going on? You know, you want dinner? And I'm like, no, Mom, I'm okay, thanks. And, you know, I was a very polite kid. I'm actually very polite. I'm an asshole everywhere else except for situations where I kind of, like, have to be a person. And I'm really, really good at pretending to, like, care about people's feelings and stuff and, like, pretending to be a person, like, a genuine person. I'm really good at that. Like, I should be an actor, dead ass. If YouTube doesn't work out, I'll just be an actor. I'll be, like, you know, I'll pretend to be that caring dad or some shit. I don't know. I think I'm dad material. Kappa. Don't tell Tony. So, So I was sitting in my room, and my mom walked in, and she's like, Ryan, what are you doing? I'm like, just playing Grand Theft Auto with Anthony and Jeffrey. And then I I said them too, because I didn't want to rattle off all the names, you know. So, I was, I was just like playing Grand Theft Auto with Anthony, because she only knew Anthony. Her and Anthony are really like, my mom loves him. I don't get it. And so, I told her that I was playing with him, and she's like, no, what are you doing with your mouth? I'm like, what are you talking about? And then I kept cracking my jaw through the conversation. It was like, it got to the point, because I'd been doing it for like a week, and I don't know what brought it on, but I just was doing it kind of unconsciously. I was just kind of like, and I've just made a motion with my jaw, but obviously you guys can't fucking see it. I am brilliant, and so, wow, there's a lot of people here. I'm scared. I shouldn't have dropped here. We were... She was just like, Ryan, why are you cracking your jaw? And I'm like, Mom, what? that was pretty much my response. I was like, what? Like, what do you, and I was just like, what do you mean? What's the problem? And she's like, stop that. And I'm just like, or she's like, what'd she say? She said, why are you doing that? Oh, Jesus fucking Christ, you fucking, oh! And yeah, this is Ryan. Why are you cracking your jaw? Like, she was really, really adamant on figuring out why I was cracking my jaw, and I was just kind of like, "What the fuck are you talking about, lady? You fucking lost it." And so I just kept doing it, and she's like, okay, and walked out of my room. And she huffed a little bit, and she's like, ugh, whatever. And then she dabbed and left my room. And she didn't really. This happened like years ago, and dabbing wasn't a thing. Remember the good times when dabbing didn't exist? And so she comes back with my stepdad. His name is Douchebag because, well, I don't want to say his name out loud. And I also think he's a fucking douchebag. So we're going to call him Douchebag. So Douchebag had just gotten home too. Douchebag and my mom they got home at almost the same time. I think she was home a little earlier than he was. And so she comes out and so as she's walking out of my room, she yells douchebag, except it's really his name. And she yells douchebag and then says, you know, and then brings him back into my room. So Douchebag and my mom walk back into my room a couple minutes later, and I'm already back into my game. I honestly, like 90% of me just forgot the previous conversation and I'm just playing, I'm chilling with my friends, I'm laughing, having a good time because Grand Theft Auto at the time was so fucking funny. You guys have no idea. You probably have an idea because Grand Theft Auto is everywhere on the internet. I think do people even still play it? I thought it died. It died for me because my friends and I played it so much, like so much. Like it was unhealthy how much time we put in. You know what? That's not the point of the story. So I'm playing, having fun with. Ooh, a purple op. Let's get it. So, asshole. His name's Easy Mate. That's fitting. Ooh, nice suit. So. Damn it, that asshole fucking Easy Mate made me lose my train of thought. Okay, so Douchebag comes back in my room with my mom, and she says, okay, Ryan, do that thing with your jaw again. And I was like, what? Like, I had already forgotten. Where the fuck? Why can I... Oh. Wait. Oh, there you are. She's like, Ryan, do that thing with your jaw again. And I already forgotten at this point that I even did anything with my jaw in front of her. That's how little of an attention span I had as a teenager. And still have. Fuck off. Okay, you're gonna die. Oh, and I'm gonna die. Why are you doing... Ah! Fuck this game sometimes. So... I cracked my jaw again, and it was just, you know, normal, whatever. And then they leave my room again, and she's like, oh my god. I heard her like, oh my god, douchebag, what? And so they come back another couple minutes later. I had already forgotten again what they were fucking talking about. And she comes back in my room holding a flashlight. I look to my left as she walks back in the room, I'm like, Mom, what's going on? And she has me, so I could tell a part of her wanted to ask, but she was so fucking frantic at the time that she was like, she just tilted my head back. It wasn't forcefully, like she wasn't like snapping my neck, you know, but it was, but she tilted my head back, and I was just like, Mom, what the fuck? And this bothered me a lot. It always really bothered me when my mom would just get into my space. And we'd already been arguing for a while before this. So it was just kind of, you know, I'm just naturally angry with her. And so I'm like, Mom, what the fuck are you doing? And because, so we always swore around each other comfortably. We know, you know, we never really cared about swearing. It was never a strict rule. It was, at least at my mom's house and my dad's, it was a little more strict, but that's only because I had my baby sister at the time, and we couldn't really swear around her. So at my mom's, you know, it was always just, whatever, oh, fucking shit tits. I could walk around the house just screaming fuck, you know? And I yelled, Mom, what the fuck are you doing? And she's just like, calm down. And I'm like, I'm not calm, you're my head back. And so she takes the flashlight that's in her hand and shines it. And this part bothered me a lot. I didn't know what was going on in this, but it bothered me to no fucking extent. And so I'm like, so I think I hit her. No, I didn't hit her. I hit her hand away though, like I pushed her hand away. And I was like, Mom, what the fuck are you doing? And this time it was a lot more angry. I was just like, oh my god, what the fuck was like 90% of my vocabulary at the time. And Ooh, nice, 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 nice. Fuck a burst. I want this. And I was just so angry, but I didn't know why yet. So she's like, Ryan, your pupils are dilated. And before I even could stop to think, I said, yeah, because you just shined a fucking flashlight in my eye. And I put the extra emphasis on fucking. And now, keep in set, right? So all of my friends, I think it was like a six, not all of my friends, I think it was a party of at least 6 or 7 of us playing at the time. They were all hearing everything that was going on. They didn't really understand what was going on, but to be fair, I was pretty in the dark as well. But they were all just kind of like, I could hear them. I wasn't like really paying attention to what they were saying, but I could hear them talking like, what the fuck is going on? And now just the entire situation in and of itself really pissed me off. But the fact that my friends had heard it made it a little more annoying. You know what I'm talking about? So, yeah, I yelled at her. I said, Mom, what the fuck are you doing? And she says, your pupils are dilated. I'm like, yeah, because you just shined a fucking flashlight in my eye. And then she walks over to Douchebag, and she's like, oh my god, his pupils are dilated. And I'm like, yeah. And I'm like blinking, I'm like squinting, trying to gain my fucking eyesight back. And she says this to me, and I swear to God I thought it was a joke at first. Because of how... So I'm very, very non-drug. I don't know what better way to put that. I'm very, like, opposed to doing drugs, and then people are like, oh, like, when people talk about marijuana, I'm like, no. It doesn't matter, really, like, what you know, whatever. I don't do it. It just isn't my cup of tea. So... Is there anything good over there? Wow, another shield pot? Who the fuck left all this goody shit, like, lying around over here? Probably someone that died to the douchebag that's camping up there. Oh, fucking hell. Ooh, what? I couldn't even see you, but, you know, get wrecked. Where? Fucking hell, you're making this a lot more than it needs to be, asshole. Oh, cool, and then I fucking... You're such a douche! Do you know that? Do you know, actually, how much of a douche you are? So, she's yelling at me, I'm yelling back, it's just anger from my end, and concern from her end, and I didn't understand her concern at the time, because I was so heated at the fact that she had the audacity to accuse me of doing drugs, because I was very adamant about not doing it. I told her and my father on separate occasions, just, you know, I don't want to do drugs, I don't need to do drugs. My parents both did marijuana in college. They both met in college, they went to the same college, and my dad has blatantly told me, I don't care if you smoke pot, I just want you to do it in the house rather than somewhere else, because I don't want you to get into more trouble than you need to be in. And I always said, thanks, Dad, but no thanks, because I don't need to do it. And I was 12 at the time, and she had she had been subtly on her end, she had been accusing me of doing methamphetamine specifically. Now, because apparently, my dad explained this to me later, but he had said that people that did meth often did that same motion with their jaw, which I didn't understand. I was just like, all I was angry that she would call me on something like that. Now, I screamed at her. I said, Mom, are you fucking insane? And once again, keep in mind, all of my friends could hear this entire situation. I yelled, Mom, are you fucking serious? And I said, and then she said again, though, when I said, are you fucking joking? She said again, Ryan, are you doing drugs? And I'm just like, no. and I yelled at her. I seriously, I just screamed at her. I was really, it was probably one of it was probably one of the angriest moments of my life. That's not even an exaggeration. It's something that just hit home to me, and it was something that really pissed me off. And obviously I rage at games and stuff, but nothing really truly angers me, because I'll rage at a game, I'll rage for dying, then I'll be fine the next game, and it's not real anger. So something like that pissing me off was really big. And and so I scream at her, and then she says, "I'm sorry," but she didn't mean it. She just wanted me to shut up. Actually, did she even apologize? I don't even know if she apologized yet, actually. I don't think she even apologized yet. So, I scream, "Get the fuck out of my room," and she tried to talk. I didn't let her. I just yelled, "Get the fuck out of my room, get the fuck out of my room, get the fuck out of my room," until she did it. I was seriously, seriously pissed. And so I scream at her. I'm so fucking fuming. And my friends, once she got out of my room and I calmed down, I was really angry, like to the point where I had to calm myself down a little bit. And I get back on my headset. My headset was like on my like neck at the time, but like I wasn't like talking to my friends, obviously. Ooh, get dinked, motherfucker! What the fuck is wrong with that tree, bitch? So my friends were like, "Dude, are you all right?" Before I even gave them a response, I turned my PS3 off and just didn't say any. What the fuck is this? This is broken, right? This isn't supposed to be like that. That's not like a new update for like a season, right? Unless the season is like Colorful Death. I don't know what the fuck that is. But yeah, I was really, really, really angry with her, and I didn't want to talk to my friends. I was just pissed. It was just the only emotion I was feeling was anger. And so I turned off my PlayStation, and I was going to walk to my dad's house because my mom and my dad lived about 10 to 15 minutes, no, not even 15 minutes away from each other, like a walk-wise. So I could have very well just straight walked out of my mom's house and not talked to her. And I didn't, because I didn't like to do that to my dad. I'd done it before where I just shown up, and I didn't. I just slept. I just didn't talk to her for the night, and I just ignored her. Now come the next morning, I'm still fucking heated, right? I'm so pissed. I'm so mad. But she is blissfully unaware of the fact that what she says carries some sort of weight. And she just, like, she acts like it's the same normal morning. For the most part, I think a part of her understood why I was so angry. But I didn't fucking justify anything she said with her response. Oh, fuck off! What do you want? I'm trying to tell a story, jackass. Oh, I missed! Wait, are you just gonna... Yeah. Just stand still. Stand still. Dumbass. So... She dropped me off at school. We went into the little roundabout where you drop your kids off, right? We went there, and she said, "Bye, honey. Hope you have a great day at school." I didn't even... I was a little petty, but I think what I did was justified. I was a little petty, but all I did was say K and then slam the door behind me. Like, it wasn't like a rough close. I straight slammed that shit and walked away as fast as possible. Fuck off! What? Where? Where? Bitch, where? I didn't even justify it with a response. I was just only anger. And so I left the car, and I just slammed it, and she rolled her window down and tried to yell at me. Or not yell at me, but like yell for me to come back over to the car, and I just kept walking. I was just, "Peace the fuck out, bitch. I'm not dealing with you today. I can't fucking handle it, or else I'll just get really angry." And so my mom told my dad her side of the story when I was at school. So I was in my first, my first period was English. My second period was across the school, and it was over in biology for biotech. This was a class that you took before taking biotech. Biotech was a class offered at my school that I never took. I went from biology for biotech into chemistry, into physics, into no science for my senior year, because fuck science. It's great and all, but I can't. Like, I didn't need to take... I hit the requirements. I'm like, I'm done. I'm not taking any more science. But yeah, so I'm sitting in my biology for biotech class, And I sat in the back row, and so, like, if I needed to text, I was always very good about not texting in class. I know a lot of people always fucking, like, they look at their phone more than but I tried to not do that. Not necessarily because I was afraid I was going to get caught, but because I wanted to respect the teacher. Because, like, you know, they're getting paid to be here, but they also they don't get paid enough to deal with high schoolers bullshit. You know how everyone has like that sixth sense in high school where you can just tell when the bell's gonna ring, even when you don't even look at the clock, you just know and you start packing your stuff up, and then the whole class, the whole class starts to get a little louder and then a little louder as everyone just starts packing their shit up. I tried to always not pack my stuff up early because I always kind of felt like a disrespectful douchebag to that. It's like, you know, it's not like she wants to be fucking teaching us stuff, but she is, you know, or he. I don't know. I'm gender assumption. And so, where's that supply drop? All the way fucking back where I came from. Right, dude. That's perfect. I'm happy. So shit. So I'm in my biology for biotech class. I get a text from my mom that said, "I'm sorry." And, no. Oh! Nice, Sue. So I'm in my biology for biotech class, and I get a text from my mom that says, "I'm sorry." Now, a part of me wanted to be like, okay, this is a trap. Like, what the fuck? There's no way she already apologized because my mom's fucking psycho. And so I replied. I didn't even say it's okay. I just said K, like just the letter K. You know how you hate when you get that response? Yeah, so do I. But I love giving it when it's necessary. So I said K, and then she responded because she knew I was still fucking pissed. And she was like, "I'm really, really sorry." And I'm like, K. I just kept sending K. I was so angry. Once again, this was like one of the angriest I've ever. This is like one of those moments where it's like the angriest I've ever been. So I sent the second K, and I'm like, she's gonna keep trying to talk to me, and I didn't want to deal with it. I didn't want to talk to her. So I put my phone back in my pocket and I walked to my third period because she texted me around when my class was ending. So I was just like, whatever. I'm going to the next class. I'm not dealing with her for the day. And I texted my dad. Oh, shit. I texted my dad, and I was like, "Dad, I'm coming to your house." Because I usually stayed, it was like scheduled days because my parents were divorced where I would stay at one house or another, but they never worried, like, if I wanted to go from one. Oh, why do you have shield? Okay, if I could not be terrible, thank you. They never cared if I went from one house to another, if it was a scheduled day or some stuff like that. They were never like, "No, you have to be at this place or the other." Like, I could have dinner at one house and sleep at the other. Yeah, so they never cared. So I went to my dad's house. I'm like, "Dad, I'm not dealing with my mom." And he's like, "Okay, what happened?" But I was like, "Dad, didn't she already tell you?" And he's like, "Yeah." So, oh my god, fuck off! Holy fights going on. Shit. That's a problem. He found me. Okay, and I'll just shoot my own staircase naturally. Pretend like I'm there. Where are you? There you are. Fuck, why don't you just... Oh, no. Okay. Why don't you just run into my bullets, man? What, another one? See, the responsible and intelligent thing to do would just be to run away from this fight and not deal with it. But, fuck it! Got you. No. Okay, this is fine, this is fine, this is fine. Okay, perfect. Yep, no, that's exactly what I wanted. What the fuck? How did you get over there? Please. Oh! Okay. So I was really angry at her, and I went to my dad, and he told me that this is from my dad, so I don't, you know, obviously I don't know, but I believe him because it makes sense. But he said that she had no idea what she did wrong. Can you not? Why are you just there, man? So he was like, well, you know, she didn't even fucking understand what she did wrong, and and I laughed. I genuinely laughed at the fact that he told me that he said that he had to tell her to apologize, and that simultaneously made me laugh and made me really, really fucking angry. Even more angry. Because I'm just sitting here, I'm like, Dad, and I asked him this. I said, Dad, genuinely, is there any reason that I've ever given you to think that there was any even small, little, tiny, maybe almost a little bit, sort of, kind of possibility that I would ever do drugs? And he said no. And he told me later that this was post incident. He said, your mom thought that you were doing meth because that's what meth heads do. And I'm like, where would I even get meth? That was the first thing I asked my dad. I was like, where would I have even acquired the meth that would consistently enough to where that would even become a habit, and I would be doing that? And he's just like, I don't fucking know. and just, I was gonna say long story short, but this has not been a short story. I've been recording for 43 minutes. But basically, in the end, I was really angry, and I'm still a little. I'm not that mad about it today because obviously the time has passed. My mom doesn't even live in the state anymore, but I was angry here for her for a long time, and I was very passive aggressive. And I usually am passive aggressive. This time was one of the few times where I've been aggressive. And so, yeah, basically, I didn't talk to her. She kept trying to text me. I didn't talk to her for about a week and a half, I want to say. I just stayed at my dad's house, and my dad said that she tried to contact me, like, through him. And he said that he didn't force me to talk to her, and I love that. I'm very thankful for him doing that, because otherwise I would have just gotten really, like, even more angry with her. And so I didn't talk to her for about a week, and my dad, and I wasn't ready to forgive her yet, but my dad was like, Ryan, you need to just forgive her. Or you just need to tell her that you forgive her. Because I didn't, but he was like, and I know you didn't, and I understand that you didn't, that you don't, but you need to at least tell her that you forgive her and deal with it. And so I didn't want to forgive her at this point, obviously, as I just said, but I pretended like I did. I pretended like I forgave her, and, you know, I went over to her house. I was like, sup. I pretended like everything was back to normal. She apologized and tried to apologize for fucking having a building. She tried to apologize for real. And I was just like, yeah, apology accepted. Even though it wasn't. Are you sitting in this room or something? Where the fuck? Can you not? So, I went to her, I pretended like I was okay with it, and then I stayed at my dad's house for a couple more days afterwards, because I was still so fucking pissed at her. And... Oh. That's the guy who was shooting at me before. Dude... So, basically, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the story. If you want more weird stories, I have a couple more. Yeah, I have a couple more stories. About my mom, specifically. I know I went on a lot of different tangents. I'm gonna try and edit out as much as possible. But, yeah, I know I went on a lot of needless tangents, like the one I'm going on right now, doing a tangent about a tangent, and then I would be talking about a tangent about a tangent about a tangent about a tangent, and then, yeah, so, you know, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you want more videos like this, like more just random commentaries over garbage gameplay because I'm shit at the game, then, you know, be sure to drop a like, comment, anything, negative or positive, whatever you want. I don't care. Just comments are appreciated. Let me know how I'm doing. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, maybe night, maybe morning. Maybe post-masturbation session. I don't know what you're doing. I don't know. Fuck, I don't know. Bye.